Alright guys, it's 12:40 p.m. It's 54 degrees out here. I'm in Chinatown. This is my main destination. I'm gonna walk up a few blocks and check out the area. I'm not quite, I'm headed toward Jackson. I'm not gonna go to 12th and Jackson, you know, where all the little scumbag wannabe documenters and fake journalists, YouTubers go. But I'm gonna sort of head toward that direction, but not quite. But this is Chinatown, though. I've been here since like 10 in the morning. Obviously, this area has its issues, but what city doesn't, right? Yeah, so it's October 21st. It's nice out here. The weather's perfect. I just went to Wajimaya, or Waji's, is what it's known around here as. Grabbed a banh mi from this place called Saigon Streets. I've had their regular banh mi, and it's really good. And today I tried the chicken curry banh mi. That was really good. And that thing was only $9.25, so not too bad on the price point. So I filmed a video out here on New Year's Day of this year at nighttime. So if you guys want to check that video out, I'll leave a link at the end of the video, but this is what it looks like. Not quite morning anymore, but you know, 12:44 right now. But yeah, it still has an early vibe to it, meaning that we're in fall right now. But it's nice out here. Yeah, so I'm considering going up to Capitol Hill. I filmed up there before, but not quite the area. Or I was thinking about heading over to Olive and filming that area. Because last time I filmed, I think it was Pike and Pine where I filmed. But yeah, Capitol Hill's not a huge neighborhood, but it's slightly spread out. So I might check that out. But I'm coming up to this park, though, that I did a video on this past summer. And this is what it looks like coming up from this angle. And this hill's got some grade to it. Definitely. Definitely gonna get the cardio and the steps in today. Danny Wu Garden. I'm not sure if I filmed this last time I was here, so I'll I'll do this real quick so you guys can see it. Cool steps, huh? Yeah, so I won't cover that whole thing. I did that in another video, like specifically dedicated to this area. And for some reason, I did not come around to the entrance. I kind of failed on that one, but here we are. A little redemption on this scene right here. So, all right, let's keep going. Check out the strut ahead. That dude's going places. Looks like he's on a mission though. I don't know. Never again is now. Yes. Swallow bird or something? Maybe. I don't know. Sushi. There are so many restaurants in Chinatown that I want to try, and I've only been to like a small handful of them, and there are definitely some places that stand out in this area. I mean, I just ate at Saigon Streets. It's in Awaja, Miami. It's kind of a more of a, I don't want to call it commercial, but it's definitely like, it's, people know about it. It's not like some hidden gem or whatever. Everyone knows about it, but Saigon Street stuff, dude, it's legit, guys. It's pretty damn good. So if you're in this area, the regular banh mi is good, but the chicken curry one, shit, I'm telling you, it's pretty damn good. All right, I'm gonna cross right here. So I've covered some of Pioneer Square, and I'm kind of sort of headed in that direction right now. So I don't want to overlap with other videos that I've done, but I'm going to get into that area, and then I'm thinking I'm going to jump on a train up to Capitol Hill and head over to Olive and film that part of the neighborhood at Capitol Hill. There's a really good pizza place out there that I can't remember the name of. And one of my coworkers brought a couple slices in from that place. Again, can't remember the name of it, and it was really good. So I'm thinking it's like, I think it's Dino's. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. But she brought some slices in. And she was super awesome and generous and gave me a slice. And I mean, I heard about the place before. I've known about it. I just never like went there because I don't think they do slices there. Well, they only do whole pies. So I'm not willing to spend like, you know, 30, 40 bucks in a pie for myself. So that's not going to happen. That's usually why I seek out spots that are, you know, by the slice. But yeah, I had the opportunity to actually try it, and it was really good. So if I make my way up there, which I'm still debating on doing, because this area, this particular spot that I haven't filmed in, just looks cool. So I may just stick around here. And there's that. That looks cool. Tunnel right there, train. Yeah, I actually might just stay in this area. Maybe film that spot for another day. Who knows? I got a whole day ahead of me, so only time will tell. All right, so up here you got the Columbia Tower and the Smith Tower. It's a better view of both of them. I'm not sure if I'm getting the peaks of these buildings. I'm probably not. Nope. All right, there we go. Yeah, so that's those buildings. So I've been to the top of that building, not quite like the very top. They had a few floors that were kind of blocked off at the time, but I went up there for a friend of mine did a photo shoot, and she got tickets to go up there, and like everything was on the house. It was like an appreciation for the client that she worked with, and she asked me if I wanted to go there. And I was like, well, hell yeah, I'm down with that. So we did that, hung out up there, and got to see the awesome view from the tower, the top of the tower, almost the top of the tower. That was really cool. That's so stupid. Did you guys see these two idiots right here? Like, you got a blind spot, and they're like looking at it, seeing if they can cross. That's a great way to get hit by a bus. Yep, it really is. So, you don't need me to tell you that, but obviously do not recommend doing that. It's pretty stupid and reckless. It's a great way to end your day permanently. Don't do that. I saw a guy, probably going on 15 years ago now. He was this homeless guy, just thinking he could just walk out in traffic and everybody's supposed to acknowledge him and pay attention to him. But he got hit, and he just got grazed, just barely, on his backside. And his dumb ass is over there howling on the side of the street, and everybody's over there asking if he was okay and everything. I honestly, this may sound cold, but I looked at him and I was like, dude, you stupid idiot. Like, what are you doing, you moron? Of course, what did you think was gonna happen? So, yeah, you gotta pay attention. Keep your head up, you know? Because things can and will happen out here, and anywhere, for that matter, especially in the city. And there's all kinds of action and moving parts happening. So this is some older architecture right here. This park right here is really cool. In fact, they cleaned it up. You know, back in the day, like the whole, you know, unhoused or homeless issue that, you know, the city's been struggling with. It's looking pretty clean. It's looking pretty good. And unfortunately, this park over here, or not this park, this fountain, was shut down a few years ago because there are way too many people out here shooting up, smoking, you know, meth and all that stupid shit. But these turtles, though, you can't see them, but they're just cool though. On the inside of the fountain, you can see these turtles. And yeah, this fountain was operating, gosh, years ago. I remember when it was actually operating, which is probably 35 years ago or something like that. But yeah, hi there. But yeah, they closed it down because it used to be a park to the public, but that's what happens when people get out of control, you know, and they shut things down. And yeah, anyways, this is where all the courts are at. People are coming up to 3rd and James here, and this block over here, yeah, I'm gonna cross the street actually, so to head over to this park, and so we can take a look at that. Drink one of these little mini bottles of water that I brought with me today. I actually came prepared. I never bring any water or snacks, and I think I said that in the last video when I was filming out in Ballard, which I haven't posted yet, and I'll get around to that probably later today. But yeah, brought some water, but I did not bring the snacks, so I was half prepared. But at least I'll stay hydrated throughout this walk. So hydration is key. That's important.
One of those untranslatable phrases. That's a make me show. Kiss me a lot. Kiss me repeatedly.
Busker of the day. All right. Cool. We got the giant chess set out here. King County Courthouse celebrating 100 years, 1916 to 2016. I mean, unless you work here, this is probably not the place you want to be hanging out at, right? And you have another part of City Hall over here. Or I think that is City Hall, actually. Yeah, there. I remember seeing a protest for, I don't remember the reason for it, but something was going down. But those are the steps, though, right over there that they're protesting on. Yeah, so we're at the base of the Columbia Tower right now. I had to be careful where I'm stepping up. I don't want to trip. There's like, the ground's pretty uneven. Got a lot of roots that are have the concrete all like uprooted from its base. Columbia Center. So let's take a look here. Probably can't get the whole entire thing. Actually, I did. Cool. There's that. And there's the 150 right there, that bus right there. It's a good spot. Or a good spot. It's a good stop, a bus to take if you're trying to get to South Center and you're looking for like specific shoes or whatever, and you need to get to the South Center Mall or the I don't know what they call it, like Wisefield or some bullshit. Everybody calls it the South Center Mall. Anyways, to get there, take the 150 headed southbound. I can't remember what street you catch it on. It's not 4th. If it's not on 3rd, it's either up on 5th or 6th. But anyways, though, that's the bus to catch. So you just Google it and map it out, and it'll take you and drop you off right in front of the South Center Mall. And you have Seafood City down there, a bunch of restaurants. I'm kind of drawing a blank right now on the name of the Filipino. Basically the equivalent to the Filipino version of KFC, but it's like, in my opinion, it's way better. KFC's kind of meh, but yeah. Jollibee. That's the name of the spot, Jollibee. Yeah, they have one in there, and they actually opened up a new Jollibee. It's not new anymore, but it's still new-ish on Rainier Ave. And I ate there. I've only been there once, and I kind of stumbled on it. I had an appointment in that area, so I popped in there and had their crispy chicken sandwich. And that's pretty damn good. It was heavy too. I think it was like $5 at the time. They had like a promo going, so it was kind of sort of cheap, even though that I don't think $5 is cheap. But it was heavy though, so it was justified. Got some of the spicy sauce to go with it, and that was pretty damn good. So you got more buildings over here. I don't know what this place is, but it's obviously an older building, older structure. Yeah, it looks really cool. Check out the trees over there. Fall is in full effect. Cool, that worked out. So they got the road blocked off up there. There's always some kind of construction going on downtown. And up here, coming up on the right, you have the Seattle Library, which is pretty damn cool. I remember when the Seahawks won the Super Bowl, I was up at Seattle Central. I was actually going to school up there, up at Seattle Central College, and our instructor let us out early, and he was like, "You guys want to go to the parade?" And you know, of course we did. I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm down." Even people who don't watch football, whatever. It was a huge event. There was like 1 million people in the city that day, approximately. There was no cell service, and it was imagine this, everyone. It was peaceful. Imagine that, right? Yeah, and it was like electric in the city. It was fucking awesome. I have photos from that day, and I don't know if I did any video, but definitely have photos of it. They're buried somewhere on a hard drive on my old laptop. Gotta pull those out of that hard drive and put them in a safe place someday. But anyways, yeah, I actually walked up to one of the last level that you can get to in the library, and I was taking pictures down, and the streets were packed, and it was cool because at the time before the whole Ride the Ducks unfortunate tragedy happened and they went into business, they had like Steve Rabel, just some of the local newscasters out here, and he's been covering NFL on AM radio forever, and he was on one of the Ducks, and it was really cool. It was an event. It was a place to be in history, and I definitely got to partake in that, which was really awesome. The Legion of Boom. Yeah, speaking of that, I filmed a video out in Bellevue way back. I don't know about way back, but it was like, I think it was last winter. I can't remember. I go so many places and film everywhere. It's hard to keep track of everything. But we were sitting at the bar at this place at Camp Chancellor's joint called Legion. And Marshawn Lynch was just chilling at the bar. That was pretty cool. Columbia Food Co. What? Damn, this place looks bougie. I don't think I'll be stopping in there. I shouldn't prejudge, but I mean, just looking at it, it looks like it's going to cost an arm and a leg. And I honestly, I could bet a penny on that, maybe a dime, and probably be right. All right, so we're coming up on the area where I started and finished my last video. So I'm going to wrap it up right here, but that's kind of a general idea of what it looks like coming from Chinatown. So I want to check out that rooftop area at some point. I know it's going to be pricey, but when it comes to stuff like that, I don't really care. I can set that aside for a moment and maybe, you know, save up a few coins and yeah, just treat myself. Maybe take my parents out. Maybe my bro and I could hit it up. I'm not sure. But I definitely want to check it out though, because it looks cool. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys like the video, give it a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I may head up to Capitol Hill and film another video for another day. But until then, I will see you guys until the next video. All right, guys. Peace out.